All right, let's dive in, huh? Today we're going to take a closer look at Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses.
Cool.
Yeah, we've got some excerpts from an analysis that I think digs into why these things are making such a splash.
Right.
And, it really goes beyond just, like, the features,
Yeah,
You ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Let's do it.
What I think is really interesting here is that, like, Meta is trying to make tech that's just woven into our lives
Mm-hmm.
in a way that's almost invisible.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, like, partnering with Ray-Ban, that's a brand that's all about iconic style.
Right, exactly
Like,
right.
that's a choice.
Yeah, they're not slapping their logo on some, like, clunky headset or something.
Yeah.
These are actually, like, stylish glasses, first and foremost,
Yeah.
with the tech kind of blended in seamlessly.
I feel like they're kind of saying tech can be cool, you know?
Totally.
And you don't have to look like a dork to have it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I think that's really smart when you think about who they're actually like going after with this Gen Z millennials. They're the ones who really set trends.
Right.
They care about like how things look,
Totally.
but they also are like super tech savvy. So I think Meta's kind of like hit that sweet spot.
So it's not just about the features, it's about sending a message.
Yeah,
you're just
yeah,
saying.
yeah, definitely. Like it's like a statement, I think.
Okay.
Like to wear these glasses, it's like saying I'm tech savvy,
Right.
but I'm also fashion forward.
Totally.
It's about expressing yourself just like you would with like the clothes you wear or like the music you listen to.
Okay, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about what they can actually do.
Yeah, sure.
Like, what's the tech side of this?
So think built-in camera, audio, even voice commands, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So you're walking down the street and you see something amazing and boom, you capture the moment,
Right.
hands-free.
Mm,
You don't even have
Yeah.
to pull your phone out. It just,
yeah.
it really changes how you experience the world.
You know what? That's a really good point because it's not just the tech itself,
Right.
but it's that you're not like fumbling for your phone,
Yeah.
so you're more present.
You're more in the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of being present, we have to talk about like the TikTok effect, right?
Right.
I mean, you see influencers rocking these glasses everywhere, and it just makes them look like effortlessly cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like some, cheesy ad campaign. It just feels authentic.
It feels very like that friend of yours who always has the newest, coolest gadget,
think
and you're
same
just like, man, I gotta get that,
Totally.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Okay, have you heard of BTS?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so K-pop group.
Yeah, huge global phenomenon.
Global phenomena, right? Well, one of their members, Jungkook, has a song. It's called 3D,
Okay.
and it's basically become the unofficial soundtrack to these glasses.
Oh,
Like it's totally accidental,
interesting.
but it's like marketing gold.
How did that even happen?
I think it organically happened.
Oh, wow.
But the lyrics of the song are all about, like seeing the world in a new way, a deeper way,
Yeah.
which like perfect for these glasses, right? And then the K-pop fandom is like huge
Oh, yeah, massive.
incredibly passionate, and so they see Jungkook with these glasses, and suddenly
Glad everyone wants them.
everyone wants them. Yeah,
It's brilliant.
yeah,
It's like it's tapping into this energy that's already there. Like
Yeah.
this isn't some marketing team just like brainstorming in a room.
right.
This is happening out in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's so much more powerful because of that.
absolutely.
It's crazy. Yeah, it really says something about like authentic connection, right?
Yeah.
It's like bigger than just music and fashion, right?
right.
Like these glasses are kind of like a sign of where tech is going in general.
Yeah.
Like it's all about seamless integration,
Yeah.
almost like tech becoming like a part of us.
Yeah, it's like an extension.
Exactly.
It's not just about, snapping a pic or listening to music. It's about changing how we experience everything.
Yeah.
And I remember you mentioned like future versions could have even more capabilities.
Oh, yeah.
Like way more mind-blowing stuff. What
Yeah.
what were some of those again?
Okay, so imagine like walking down the street
Okay.
in a foreign country and you're getting real-time language translation.
Whoa.
Like right there in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Or like you need directions and they just pop up,
Oh, wow.
like overlaid onto your view.
Yeah.
So we're talking AR, we're talking
Yeah.
GPS, like all kinds of crazy stuff.
It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie.
I know, right?
But with all that potential, there's got to be like some concerns, right?
Oh, yeah.
About privacy, especially with that camera built in.
Right, right. And Meta has talked about that a bit.
Hi.
The glasses have a light that turns on when the camera's recording.
Oh,
So people around, what's up.
So it's not like secret spy stuff.
No, no, no. It's like transparency is key.
Like the little red light on a webcam.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But even with that, I think it's going to bring up a whole new conversation about like etiquette,
Right.
like social norms, just like when
Okay.
smartphones first came out.
Yeah, yeah.
We had to figure out like where it was cool to use them and where it wasn't.
Like, remember when people were taking pictures of like
Everything.
everything
Yeah.
and everyone without even asking?
All the time.
And it's like, whoa, 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 hold on a second.
Yeah. We had to figure out those boundaries as a society.
Totally.
And with tech, that's like more and more part of our lives.
Right.
Those conversations get even more important.
Okay, yeah.
It's not just about the tech itself.
Right.
It's about us, like the human side of things.
Okay, so we've got the tech, the cultural impact, even the ethical questions.
Right.
But like, what does it all mean,
Yeah.
Like, why should someone listening to this even care?
Because this isn't just about like a pair of glasses, right?
Okay.
It's about a much bigger shift in like how we interact with tech.
Mm-hmm.
It's about moving away from those clunky devices.
Yeah.
And like moving toward tech that actually makes our lives better
Right.
without taking over. You know what I mean?
It's not about replacing our phones or computers.
Right.
It's about having tech that's so integrated
Yeah.
that it almost disappears.
It just becomes natural.
Right.
Yeah.
More intuitive.
Exactly.
And that's why these glasses are so interesting,
I think so.
because they're like a symbol of that.
Yeah.
They're a symbol of that evolution, you know?
For sure.
Like a future where tech is less about gadgets and more about like experiences. It makes you wonder, like, what other weird tech and culture mashups we'll see in the future? Like, what other like totally random worlds might collide to create the next big thing?
Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe we'll see like luxury fashion houses designing VR experiences
Oh, wow.
or like health trackers that look like fancy jewelry.
Oh, okay.
Like the possibilities, they're crazy.
That's exciting, right?
Yeah.
Like we're on the edge of like a tech revolution
Right.
and we're like watching it happen.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And it's not just about watching, right? Like
Right.
we're part of it.
Yeah.
You got to like think about it, talk about it,
Yeah.
and like make sure that tech is actually good for us.
So what do you think? Like, what was the most interesting thing for you in all of this?
I think it's that connection with like Jungkook's 3D,
Yeah.
It's just like wild how a cultural trend can just like randomly intersect with tech and make something like really special.
I agree. I think it's so fascinating that like something so unplanned became like such a big deal.
Tier of it,
For a
right?
product, it's like you can't predict these things.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best marketing just happens.
Naturally.
Yeah.
It's true. It reminds us that like we're not just talking about, circuits and algorithms. We're talking about like people, emotions, a desire to connect.
All right.
And I think that's what makes tech really powerful
Yeah.
when you tap into that human side of things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it really is amazing how tech can like, tap into all that,
It's true.
the deeper human needs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes this whole conversation so interesting, right? It's
I-
not just about, specs and features and stuff, but it's
Mhm.
about like understanding these bigger cultural and societal shifts
Definitely.
that are happening all around us.
And these Ray-Bans, they're like a perfect example of that shift in action.
Right.
Showing us how tech is really becoming more intertwined with our lives,
Totally, yeah.
blurring the lines between like what's digital and what's physical.
It's not about escaping into some virtual world anymore.
Right.
It's about like enhancing the world we already live in.
Exactly.
Making it more connected, more interactive, more
Yeah.
personalized.
And that brings us to the question, that we always like to leave our listeners with.
Okay, hit me.
Something to think about.
Right.
Spark your own deep dive.
Okay.
So, if these glasses are just the beginning, right?
Yeah.
What other surprising tech and culture mashups do you think we'll see in the future?
Oh, wow.
What like seemingly totally unrelated worlds might collide and create the next big thing?
I love that. That's like a challenge to our imaginations.
Okay.
I personally, I'm really curious to see how like AI
Oh, yeah.
might start to influence like creative fields, you know?
Interesting.
Like imagine AI collaborating with like musicians to compose like symphonies or
Crazy.
partnering with chefs to create like whole new dishes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's a great thought.
What about like smart clothing
Okay.
that like adapts to your environment or even your mood?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Imagine fabrics that like change color or texture
Whoa.
based on your emotional state.
Yeah, like fashion is a form of self-expression
Totally.
taken to a whole new level.
The possibilities are endless.
They really are.
I mean, it's just such an exciting time.
It is.
To be alive, you know?
Yeah.
We're like at the forefront of this tech revolution.
We are?
And like who knows what crazy innovations are coming next.
Nobody knows.
It's a good reminder to like keep our eyes open, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Keep our minds curious and
Be open to new things.
yeah, imagination's fired up.
Definitely.
Because the future's being written right now and we're all a part of it.
We are. That's a great point.
Well, hey, thanks for joining us on this duck dive
Yeah, this is fun.
into the world of Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses and
beyond.
beyond, right?
Yeah.
I think it's been a really thought-provoking journey,
Yes.
and hopefully you've all walked away with some new insights.
I hope so.
Maybe even a little inspiration to dream up the next big tech and culture mashup.
That would be awesome.
So until next time, keep
Yep.
exploring, keep questioning,
Keep those imaginations going.
and yeah, that's a wrap.
Awesome.